The woman cut off the long hair she had kept for 50 years. In 20 years of marriage she never wore makeup, but on the day of her divorce she carefully applied a full face, determined to live for herself from now on. Her drastic change was triggered by 2 blows from the previous day. Early that morning she made breakfast for her son, but he complained, because he was ashamed of her being a cleaning lady, embarrassed in front of his classmates. That same day her husband asked for a divorce. Now that his company had gone public, he felt she, a countrywoman, would only hold him back. What he wanted was someone who could accompany him to high-end events, not a washed-up housewife who only knew how to cook. Staring at the divorce papers she couldn't believe it was real. She had once been the precious daughter of China's richest man, but for love she gave it all up, to marry him and live a simple life, to avoid making her husband feel inferior. She even hid the fact that her family was wealthy, and quietly supported him, helping him build the career he had today. But she never imagined, now that his company was listed, he would cast her aside like this. What hurt even more was when her son found out about the divorce. Instead of showing concern for his mother, he worried if she would take any of the family's money. The repeated blows landed her in the hospital, and the tests revealed she had liver cancer, all caused by the years of overwork and stress after marriage. A friend advised her to leave the family, to return to her rightful place as the daughter of the richest man, so she could get the treatment she needed. But despite it all, she couldn't bring herself to abandon her husband and son. After all, there were still years of love between them. When she returned home she wrestled with whether to tell her husband the truth about her identity, but as she opened the door, she overheard a conversation that shattered her heart. Her husband had already been cheating on her, and he was discussing with his mistress how to make sure she got nothing in the divorce. It was at that moment she finally realized there was no point in staying in this family anymore. She made up her mind to live for herself. She cut off her long hair, transforming from a housewife into a stunning beauty, and returned to her family, taking up the role of CEO of their corporation. But on her first day back, she ran into her husband and his mistress. They were at her company seeking a partnership. The mistress shamelessly taunted her, saying she would soon be marrying the husband. The woman slapped the mistress, and calmly replied, "Just a mistress after all." Her husband rushed to protect his mistress, accusing his wife of sabotaging his future. She chuckled to herself, laughing at how blind she had been for 20 years, never seeing the true darkness in his heart. The mistress, even more arrogant now, threatened to ruin her, to make sure she couldn't even keep a cleaning job. The woman looked straight at her husband and coldly asked, "Are you sure this woman can really help you?" Without hesitation, he said the mistress was better than her. At least she could accompany him to events, and secure million-dollar deals. With that they turned and left. The company's business director rushed over, asking if they should cancel the partnership. The woman calmly said, "No rush this time, we'll take our time playing with them."